Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers identification laws, county ordinances, and recording in public, and is brought to us by Ragamonkey's channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. Before we dive into the interaction, I would like to invite you all to check out the Audit Patreon page, where all of the videos that YouTube rejects have a home. Join the ATA Patreon community for only $1 per month and enjoy exclusive, uncut, and ad-free episodes. Also, be sure to check out the merchandise shelf just below this video for ATA shirts, stickers, and more. Now, let's dive right in and audit the audit. Sometime between May 22nd and May 28th, 2020, First Amendment auditor Afel Gomez began recording a traffic stop outside of a Publix grocery store in Miami, Florida. The stop was conducted by Officer Brandon Hu and Officer David Sanchez of the Miami-Dade County Police Department.
David, hey. Hey, come here. Take a seat, take a seat, take a seat.
What am I doing wrong?
Take a seat.
What statute am I violating?
Take a seat.
Call your sergeant, bro.
I will. I want to talk to you.
Name and badge number. I'm talking to you.
Take a seat.
I'm talking to you. You take a seat.
No.
I'm speaking with you.
I'm making my sergeant here right now, bro.
Thank you, ma'am. Name and badge number?
What's up?
23.
Yeah, 723 as well.
720.
Who's your sergeant?
Hands in your pockets.
Who's your sergeant?
Thank you. My sergeant, you're going to see him in a second. He's going to come here and talk to you.
7920.
Let's go.
That's fine.
6 feet away, please. Social distance.
Somebody's coming here. Hey, Rafael Gomez is here. Where you going? No.
I'm not going anywhere, man. You don't see I almost fell? Relax, bro. I'm not going anywhere.
ID?
I don't have any ID for you. You have my name. You just told your boy my name.
Oh, so you are Rafael Gomez?
I am. You just told me your
perfect.
name. I ain't giving you no ID. I haven't done anything wrong.
157 and about 152.
This is constitutionally protected activity. I'm not doing anything illegal. I've done this shit all the time, bro.
I know you do.
So what's the problem?
You know what it is.
What's the problem?
You know exactly what it is.
There's no issue. I'm not doing nothing wrong. Do your job, bro.
Okay, so can you take a 15 real quick and just come over here? I got him right here. He's like, stand away from you.
Call your sergeant. Call whoever you got to. Call the major. Call the captain. Call the director. Call whoever you need to call, man. I haven't done anything wrong, anything illegal.
Hey, David, let that guy go. Come here. Hey, let me get your ID real quick. His ID. You got his ID? I know who he is. Take your ID there. He said a 55. Take it.
Name and badge number, please.
Give me a second, Sergeant.
Can you tell me what statute I violated?
We'll talk in a second, bro.
What do you need from me?
We'll
Am
talk
I detained?
We'll talk in a second.
Am I being detained, sir? Am I free to leave?
No.
In order for an officer to detain a citizen, they must have reasonable suspicion that a crime is, has, or was taking place. I have covered the topic of legal detentions in many of my past videos, and I will not spend too much time on it in this episode. But it is clear that nothing Mr. Gomez did would suggest that he has committed a crime, and there is no legal basis for his detainment. It should also be noted that the MDPD officers abandoned a traffic stop to initiate an encounter with Mr. Gomez without any evidence that he was involved in criminal activity.
All right.
No, you're not.
Name and badge number, please.
Ooh, 7137.
Thank you. Name and badge number, please.
Hey, watch him real quick. Don't even go nowhere.
I'm not going anywhere, man. You told me I'm not free to leave. I'm not going anywhere. You told me I'm not free to leave. What's your name and badge number, please?
Don't put the camera in my face because I will take the camera with you.
Name and badge number, bro.
Stand right there.
Name and badge number, please.
Stand right there.
And who's your sergeant?
Stand right there.
What statute have I violated?
Okay, you can stand right there. You approached us. I don't know who
I didn't approach you, bro. I didn't approach you. I came over here.
Who you are.
My man, I didn't approach you. He knows who I am. He knows who I
I don't know
am.
who you are.
He knows who
Okay,
he knows who I
I've
am.
dealt with you, right?
Buddy, I haven't.
I'm not your buddy.
I didn't
I'm not
approach
your
you.
buddy.
I didn't approach
did.
you.
I
I
don't know
didn't
who you
approach
are.
you. I'm allowed to
I don't know.
record. Buddy, I do this shit all the time. I record all the time. I record all the time.
Let me talk. I don't know who you are.
I have everything on camera.
Good. I don't know who you are, right? You approached us recording.
I didn't
So I don't
approach
know
you.
your
I didn't
intentions.
approach you. I didn't
Okay.
approach you.
Yes, you did. You caught my attention. So I don't know who you are. All right?
What statute have I violated?
I I never said you violated any
All right.
section.
Can you get your sergeant here, please?
Huh?
Can you get your sergeant? I need a.
Look, man.
Can I speak to your sergeant?
Word of advice, stop instigating, bro. because
I
that's
haven't
what
done
you're doing.
anything.
Yeah, sure.
I haven't. I do this
It's
all the
not-
time.
It's not gonna get
I
you anywhere.
record all the time.
It's not gonna get you
I-
anywhere.
Every
No, you
sergeant,
probably-
every
you
sergeant
probably
I've
just
spoken
record
to.
cops. That's
I
what
go
you
to
do.
the police station and record. He knows me. He knows
Look,
my name.
Stop, dude. It is not gonna get you anywhere.
What have I done wrong?
It's not gonna get you anywhere.
I understand where you're coming
Okay,
from, but
record-
what's illegal?
Record something else.
What's
Don't come and
illegal?
Record us, okay?
What's illegal?
not
Please,
saying-
if
okay,
you tell me,
first of all,
if I get
I
a
never
judge's
said-
order, I won't do it. But I haven't
Look,
gotten anything.
first of all,
It's
I
not
never said-
illegal.
Okay.
Listen, call your sergeant. I'm not gonna deal with this. I haven't done anything
I'm
wrong.
letting you know.
I haven't broken any.
You're gonna get
You
sued
need to
civilly.
be
Okay.
6 feet back. You need to stand 6 feet
You're
back.
not wearing a mask, first of all.
I don't need a mask.
You
I
do
don't
need a
need it.
mask.
Back up, please.
You do need a
Social
mask.
distance. I haven't done anything
You
wrong.
do need
I
a
don't need a
You're out in
mask.
public.
I
You're
don't need a
talking to us,
mask.
You need a mask. So you're the one who needs a mask.
I don't need a mask.
You do need a
Call
mask.
your
So don't
supervisor,
set-
please.
don't put rules up. Huh?
Don't talk to him.
Call your supervisor, please. Your sergeant.
Hey, what's your date of birth, bro?
I'm not giving you anything. Call your sergeant and I'll speak to him. I'm not.
talking to my sergeant.
I'm
You talked to my
not.
sergeant once already.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I haven't done anything wrong. I have everything on camera, man. I haven't
Really?
done. Yeah, that's
You
fine.
got 2 cameras. Damn.
Thank you,
One
thank
is-
you.
Dang, 2 is 1, 1 is none, right?
I haven't done anything illegal. You guys, I don't know.
So you have.
So am I free to leave?
Let me free in a second. Get your name, date of birth.
You know my name.
Yeah, that's your date of birth, bro?
You just told me. Yo,
That's your
I don't have to disclose that information.
Okay.
You have my name already. What else do you need? Call your sergeant. And I don't have identification on me.
Unprepared.
You need a mask when you're in public.
I don't need a mask. What are you
You do.
talking about, man?
Yes, you do.
Okay, what law
There's
says that?
There's a county ordinance.
Okay, yeah.
All right, 120. It's telling you need to wear a mask out in public.
On April 9th, 2020, Miami-Dade County Mayor Carlos Jimenez issued the Miami-Dade County Emergency Order 20-20, which dictates that persons working in or visiting grocery stores, restaurants, pharmacies, public transit vehicles, vehicles for hire, and other locations where social distancing measures are not possible shall wear facial coverings as defined by the CDC. Given that this interaction takes place in what appears to be a Publix parking lot, it is clear that the state's social distancing measures are easily adhered to, and that Emergency Order 20-20 does not apply. Furthermore, there are a litany of county ordinances that contain 120 in their reference number, none of which apply to wearing a mask in public, and none of them are referred to as simply Ordinance 120.
Okay? That's everywhere. When you upload that, you're going to be sued civilly. Okay?
What's it?
Not through a department. You're going to be sued civilly because I am not allowing you
What's
to
it-
post my picture or my face online.
Your face is covered.
So you do.
Citizens have a First Amendment right to record the police, and both federal courts and the Justice Department have recognized that right. Although the Supreme Court has not squarely ruled on the issue, there is a long line of First Amendment case law from the High Court that supports the right to record the police. And federal appellate courts in the 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 11th circuits have directly upheld this right. The First Amendment also protects the right to film citizens in public with certain restrictions. All citizens are entitled to a reasonable expectation of privacy, which is sometimes referred to as the right to be left alone. The reasonable expectation of privacy is an element of privacy law that determines in which places and in which activities a person has a legal right to privacy. A citizen's reasonable expectation of privacy means that someone who unreasonably and seriously compromises another's interest in keeping their affairs from being known can be held liable for that exposure or intrusion. In order to make a claim that a citizen's expectation of privacy was violated, the disclosure of a private matter must have happened when the plaintiff was in a place or situation in which the average person would be offended at being intruded upon, such as at home or inside a telephone booth. Although someone may not have a right to seclusion when in the public view, the law can still protect people from being portrayed in a way that could be considered humiliating or from having their private details widely broadcasted. Officer Sanchez is standing in a public parking lot and in uniform, so it is highly unlikely that he would be entitled to a reasonable expectation of privacy, even if he wasn't on duty at the time of this encounter.
Your face is covered.
Okay, so
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
I'm letting you know now
All right.
that if you post it, you're going to be sued civilly.
All right, that's fine. Go
Good.
right ahead,
So
bro.
good thing we understand.
I'm gonna get that camera footage.
It's being recorded.
Watch, I'm gonna get that
It
from
is
public
being recorded
records.
because
Watch.
we haven't done anything. All right?
I'm gonna get it from
You're the
public
one
records.
Instigating, coming out here and recording.
That's
right?
fine, bro. I'm gonna talk to
It's not gonna
PCB.
get you
It's
far.
not illegal to record. It's not illegal to record. I'm a journalist, bro. I'm allowed to record. I'm a journalist. I'm allowed to record.
You're a professional journalist.
I have a company.
Then
Yes,
you
I'm allowed. I'm
Correct.
a journalist. I'm a member of the press. I'm a member of the
I'll
media.
talk when
I'm
you're
allowed to
done talking.
record. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, I'll done whenever you're talking. Since you're
Go
so
ahead.
professional, you will identify yourself like a professional person, but you haven't done that.
I'm not
because-
legally required to, sir. I'm not legally required to.
Okay, when you're encountering police, you are required to identify
No, I
yourself
don't.
because I don't know who you are.
I don't. He knows who I am. He just said my name.
I just told you I've never
I don't know
dealt
who
with
you are, bro.
I've never
I
dealt
don't.
with
You
you.
won't even give me your badge number.
I've never
You
dealt with
you won't
you,
even
Albert.
you won't even
I
give me your
never
badge
said- I
number,
never said I
sir.
wouldn't.
Mr. Sanchez, give me your badge number.
6394.
Thank
Never
you.
said I wouldn't. All right. See how I'm being cooperative, but you instead want to give me a hard time.
Because you're
You
legally
don't wanna give me your
obligated.
name.
You're legally obligated to, sir. I'm not legally obligated.
to do nothing.
I'm not legally obligated to give you my name. I don't have to.
just letting you know.
I haven't committed. If you tell me what statute I violated, I will give you my name. I will give you my name and my date of birth.
I am letting you know.
But tell me what statute I
You're failing
violated.
to identify yourself.
That's not a statute in the state of Florida.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Lawman.
Unlike most states, Florida does not have a dedicated failure to identify statute. However, Florida Statute 901.151 states that whenever any law enforcement officer encounters any person under circumstances which reasonably indicate that such person has committed, is committing, or is about to commit a violation, then the officer may temporarily detain such person for the purpose of ascertaining their identity. This statute is based on the Terry Doctrine and incorporates an officer's authority to both detain and identify suspected violators into one law. The language of the statute also suggests that while the officer may detain a suspect in an effort to identify them, it does not state that the suspect must present an identification card. Generally, a name and date of birth will serve as a form of identification. Both of the officers on the scene of this encounter have stated that Mr. Gomez has not committed any crimes, and it is clear from the video that this is true. Therefore, Mr. Gomez is not required to identify himself, and the officers are not entitled to his identity simply because they do not already know him.
You know everything. You know what? I'm done with you, bro.
I didn't talk to you
Let's
guys.
stop for a second.
Yes, sir.
So you really want to talk to my sergeant, right?
Yes, sir.
How bad do you want to talk to my sergeant?
I don't know. Am I free to leave?
You're free to leave if you want to talk to my sergeant.
I'm free to leave. No, if I want to talk to your sergeant,
If you want to talk to him, it's going to be a wait. Probably about 30 minutes, maybe more.
that's fine. Hey, buddy, you do your job, man.
I am doing my job.
So I can't leave until I speak to your sergeant.
It's your choice. If you want to stay and make a scene,
No.
make a fool of
If
yourself
you
and talk to my sergeant,
if you say I'm free
that's
to
cool.
if you say I'm free to
go
leave,
about your bay and mind your business, you can do that too. So which one is your choice?
Am I free to leave?
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes,
guys.
it's a free country, right?
Thank you.
God bless America. Have a wonderful day.
Hey, thank you for your
Start
service.
walking that way, please.
My vehicle's over there.
Okay, then walk to your vehicle, sir.
Thank you,
Walk to
guys.
your vehicle.
Thank
Walk to your
you.
vehicle.
Customer service. Walk to your vehicle, sir.
You may walk to your vehicle.
You may have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Carry on. Just
You too.
Shortly after returning to his vehicle and exiting the parking lot, the MDPD officers initiated a traffic stop on Mr. Gomez and detained him on the side of the roadway for nearly an hour before eventually releasing him without any charges or citations. The officers never informed Mr. Gomez of why they initiated the stop. Mr. Gomez stated in a comment that he did in fact file a formal complaint against the officers, but has not been able to locate an attorney that was willing to take on his case. Overall, Officer Hu and Officer Sanchez get an F for abandoning a traffic stop to instigate an encounter with Mr. Gomez, illegally detaining Mr. Gomez, and following and harassing Mr. Gomez after the interaction. Perhaps one of the most appalling aspects of this encounter was the amount of time and resources that the MDPD devoted to interacting with Mr. Gomez, only to allow him to go free in the end. The average annual cost of a police officer is just under $150,000, and the United States collectively spends approximately $100 billion per year on policing as a whole, which comes to a figure of approximately $1.1 million per hour. As a nation, we simply cannot afford to waste tax dollars on harassing citizens who have committed no crimes, and Officer Hu and Officer Sanchez are a testament to the results of that spending. It is clear that ego played a major role in the actions of the officers, and given that Mr. Gomez was never charged with a crime or cited for a violation, it is also clear that this interaction was a complete waste of time. Mr. Gomez gets a B+, because although he did remain calm and invoke his rights appropriately, he failed to make use of his right to remain silent, engaged in a pointless banter with the officers, and afforded the officers the opportunity to make a traffic stop. While Mr. Gomez did not say anything particularly provocative, it is extremely important to bear in mind that anything you say to an officer can be used against you later in the courtroom, and it is always best to remain silent as much as possible and within reason. As discussed in the previous episode of ATA, traffic infractions are so dense that it is nearly impossible to adhere to them all, and it would not be difficult for Officer Hu and Officer Sanchez to justify their traffic stop if it were to be challenged in court. All that said, Mr. Gomez did a decent job of maintaining his composure throughout the encounter, and I commend him for his civility and vigilance. Let us know if there's an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more police interaction content.